What's going on, guys? It's Does with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube, and we are here at the end of 2021. We made it.
Barely, but we're here.
We're into it. This goes up on January 1, brother. So congratulations.
Let's go.
We made
New
it.
year, baby.
Anyway, we're here with the top 12 wheels of 2022. Now I know before we get into it, right, last year we did top 21 of 21. We get it. However, we just felt that this year maybe, 22 wheels is like giving up participation trophies, and we're just not into that.
And 2080, we'll have 80 wheels we're doing. That'd be pretty cool.
We've got a list today of wheels that are kind of some up-and-comers and some solid performers in the market. It's our picks on the top 12 wheels. Let's get into it.
The champagne's here. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, you can.
Nope.
You want me to? This is a bad idea. Okay.
Hey!
All right.
All right, my friend.
There you go.
What?
Cheers.
Slam them. To 2022?
2022.
Let's get into it. All right, Jared, so up first is a new kind of up-and-comer. It's one that really has kind of been taken off over the last couple weeks, the Wicked W906.
Yeah, this one's hot. It's simpler design style, I feel like, compared to a lot of the more affordable options on the market. They keep it pretty straightforward, pretty clean. I dig it for the most part.
Yeah, it's a super simple wheel. It's got the hole in the spoke there. It comes in satin black and black and milled. Not a ton of sizes, right? It's a 20-inch only and 9 wide, 10 wide, 12 wide, but it just looks really good. I know Chris has these on his Ram that he just built, and it's a simple enough design that it looks good on pretty much everything. I dig this wheel a lot.
And in a 20, you can get it on good styles where, like Chris has, I think it's a 4-inch lift.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 6, but
it's a 4, yep.
20s, 35s looks good. 20s, 33s looks good. It's kind of there for your normal user, your normal driver type of thing that you can throw it on anything, and it'll look good, and it'll also give you some sidewall protection to just daily drive and not worry about anything. So.
Exactly.
Oh, that stuff smells good. Can I drink
Does it? I can't smell it.
It smells like pineapple, like pina colada.
All right, so number 11 on our list of the top 12 wheels of 2022, we have the Ultra Hunter. You know why this one's hot?
Why?
The lip on it is big.
That's true.
You ready for this?
Hit me with it.
I only have a dollar bill.
Look at that nice single dollar bill.
Christmas season was hard, okay?
What are you talking about? Didn't you? Oh, you didn't get a Christmas bonus.
You got a Christmas bonus?
Got.
This is a 12 wide. You can see through the spokes if you need to. 2412, it's got a 7-inch lip on it. You know why? Because the spokes all die backwards. So even in your 20 by 10s, which have they're just a little guy,
right.
They have a 6-inch lip, which is what your 12 wides typically have because of the fact that the spokes dive backwards. It's also a fairly showy design with like that Y split spoke to it and everything like that. But I think the biggest reason is 1, these are affordable, and 2, they have a massive lip on them for the size offerings that they have.
They're affordable wheels. They look good. They have massive lips, and they come in literally all the sizes. I mean, for that reason and more, I mean, this thing's been a hot mover for the last couple of years, and I anticipate it doing the same thing. It just looks really, really good.
And we've had it on our list for the last couple of years.
True for sure,
Back to when they only had 20 by 10s and kind of were growing their lineup with this one kind of coming out of the woodwork.
All right, Jared, number 10 on our list is the one and only TIS 553 or 553.
Hey, can I get this just anywhere online?
No.
Why not?
Because it's exclusive to Custom Offsets. You can only get this wheel with us, which is pretty cool. So the guys over at TS Miles and the guys hooked us up with our own wheel design, and it is hot.
This is probably one of my favorites. This finish too, like on the right build, all blacked out or like red, like anything like that where you can work the color combo of this into your build, super hot.
Yeah, it's an awesome looking wheel with the red milled, and of course we have a black and milled version of this as well. You have a little concavity in the spoke. Still got a nice looking lip on it, so it looks super good. It's got that split spoke kind of directional feel to it, real similar to like the 544. And just overall is a really good looking wheel. I love this one.
Not true directional.
Not true directional.
However, I feel like it's so busy that it almost doesn't matter because you've got so many spokes going on that it just kind of has its own thing going.
Yeah, it flows. They look really good rolling down the road. We had a similar set made in forged for the giveaway truck, of course, like we talked about there. And it looks super good rolling down the road even, and that was a 16 wide. So.
Yeah, and size on these are gonna be hot. I mean, TS is there for the show market, right? They are the company that releases their forged designs. They have a lot of their similar forged designs and cast designs as well. More affordable, smaller options that you can basically run on anything from your daily driver all the way up to SEMA.
Exactly.
All right, next up on our list, we have the Archon Mandela, not to be confused with the Da Vinci. This bad boy comes in your satin black and your gloss black and milled, anything from a 22 by 12 all the way up to a 24 by 14. pretty much everything in between. The other thing that's cool too is I feel like the satin black, a lot of times you see on the smaller sizes, but not necessarily on the bigger like show sizes. So to see it in a big size like this, like look at Lifted White Rado's truck.
Yeah.
Like something like that where it's an all white truck or all black truck and then having a satin black big size wheel like this in 2414. I don't know, there's just something about it that I really dig that kind of sets it off. It's just a little bit different than what's out there.
I think it's the understatedness, right? So like, if white truck, powder suspension, he's got a moderate engine build done, right? So like in that case, you don't want a loud wheel, and the satin black does exactly that. Super minimal, it just looks good, plus it still comes in your big sizes.
Next.
So up next is the Method NV for all you Tacoma owners in California, of course. Now, this one, a little bit smaller than a lot of the other wheels we've looked at, right? It's more of an off-road inspired wheel. When it comes to that off-road inspiration, it's iconic. I mean, the NV has been around for a number of years and it's just always so good.
And Method always does such a good job of showing their wheels in action and just doing cool shit, which makes everyone who goes to the beach with their Tacoma want to buy them just to park in the sand and post on Instagram.
Exactly. And of course, who could forget the NV in bronze, right? It's like the pinnacle of bronze wheels.
Can't go wrong with bronze. I love bronze wheels. Next up, we have the Hard Rock Crusher. Now this bad boy here is a 20 by 12. Also comes in 20 by 10 and 20 by 9. So I like the Wicked we talked about a little bit back. This is a similar style where it's a more affordable option, comes in only a few sizes. You have your full gloss black and you have gloss black and milled as well. It's a good looking wheel too at the same time. Like the styling looks good on pretty much any build.
It's one of those wheels that's gonna look good on every build style out there. Of course, it's got that directional twist to it. Again, not a proper directional wheel, right? So you will have one side digging, one side swooping. However, though, it just looks really good and it's gonna come in all your popular bolt patterns to boot.
This also is dual drilled, so as you're gonna see, it does have a covered center cap, so you don't see that it is 2 lug nuts on the back side of it. So something to kind of take into consideration with some of these more affordable brands is they're not going to have a center cap with exposed lugs, front spike lugs, or something like that. So,
but that's part of the reason it keeps your cost low on these, right? And why they are so affordable.
Absolutely.
So, super awesome bang for your buck wheel for sure. Jared, we're halfway through this.
All right, next up is number 6. Let's go.
6.
Halfway done. Oh,
we're halfway there. Oh no.
We're fresh out, boys.
All right, Jared, what do we got?
Oh my God, I'm gonna grow a beard talking about this wheel. This is the Moto Metal MO970. You guys freaking love this wheel. So the styling on it is super simple. It was definitely way ahead of its time when it first came out. Comes in gloss black and machine, so the whole front of the spokes is gonna be like a chrome silver color. And then this right here, which is like a satin black and milled as well. I think there's also a gloss black and milled too. They kind of fluctuate with their finishes going in and out as it goes through the years.
It's just one of those iconic designs that's been there forever, and it's like, it's just familiar and it's comfortable, right? Like if you don't know what else to put on your truck, the MO970 is just that wheel and it just fits everywhere. It comes in really popular sizes, but nothing super crazy. That little like pinch in the spoke makes it kind of look like
something going on.
Yeah, it's a little bit busy, but not super in your face. It's just the solid wheel, and that's why it's on our list. Right in the middle, the
top 5, let's go.
That's true, we're in the top 5 already, and in the top 5 spot is the one and only Vision Rocker. Now, if you guys have watched the channel for any amount of time, then you know that I absolutely love this wheel, dude. It comes in great sizes. And a 12 wide, it's a -51 offset, so it gives you a couple extra millimeters. It's got that like dual twisted spoke design that just looks super good. It's a flat face, it's clean, comes in this dope gray and black. I love this wheel. I can talk about this wheel all day.
Dustin freaking loves this. I remember when Vision first came out with the Prowler and the -51, and they kind of set the standard for the more aggressive offsets, and it kind of created a new spark in the scene almost of people wanting to go with Vision specifically because they wanted just a more aggressive offset. And this wheel, I feel like, capitalized on a lot of things that the Prowler didn't have as far as being more clean. Not necessarily simple because it's definitely a busy design, but it's just a lot more clean, bigger sizes. They went with more of like the 2412s, taller, not quite as wide. They haven't really gotten to the 14 wide market that much, but they're going more 22s, 24s, taller with them to kind of keep up with the sizes people are wanting without going crazy wide, which a lot of people don't want. Next wheel.
All right, Jared, in the number 4 spot is
the Fuel Rebel. Now, Fuel does something kind of cool with this wheel that they don't have with some of their other designs and styles, but it's kind of becoming more common. You can see Hostile doing it too. Their 5 lug has a 5 spoke and their 6 lug has a 6 spoke, which is super smart in my opinion. It just keeps like the symmetry and geometry and trigonometry and all those big words that I don't know to make it look normal, right? Because if you have 5 spokes with a 6 spoke wheel, just kind of seems a little bit off or lopsided or something like that. So it flows. Super good style. Obviously it's concave. It's got the simulated bead locker on the outside too and everything like that with the bolts in there. Absolutely love how this looks on your more overland, off-road styled builds. Also comes in bronze as well, which is my personal favorite.
I dig the concavity in the face. I think that I don't always like that in a lot of wheels, but I think this one pulls it off really, really well. And it has the 5 and 6 spoke thing, which is super awesome.
And I don't know if it's just kind of because it looks similar to a stock style because it's so simple with the spokes.
And maybe that's it, yeah.
A lot of guys you're seeing run with like a 4 or 6 inch lift on their F-150s, 20 by 10s and 35s. Just a super simple build with them, which looks good because it looks like you could take it off-road if you wanted to. Maybe put some like Raptor fenders on there if you want to give it that extra like pre-runner style look type of thing, but just slapping these on there with a minimal lift and off-road bumper is gonna take this to that next level. And super good looking wheel for it. Wheel's obviously been around for a while, high quality styles and designs, and they're there.
Yeah, and absolutely a wheel that I don't think is going anywhere here in 2022, so love it.
Down to our top 3, let's go.
We're on the podium now, which is exciting.
Ironically, because this wheel comes in bronze and third is bronze.
Hey, this was a new wheel here in 2021, of course, and it is hot. It's got the nice like little windows in the spokes. I dig that. It's got the little detent at the back end of the spoke, of course. Comes in most of your major sizes, but the biggest is gonna be a 20 by 12, right? So not super show sized, but really for the guys that are looking for an Anthem wheel, they're looking for a wheel that, you know, they can look good going to work Monday through Friday and then tow the camper or the boat, you know, on the weekend or something. It's a perfect wheel for that. And then like you said, comes in that banger bronze finish, which is like fire. Just looks so good.
Yep, and Anthem's got a lot going on. There's a lot coming down the pipeline from them in 2022, so they're definitely one to keep an eye on, and there's definitely an earned spot for them here at top 3.
Number 2. In the number 2 spot, we have 2 wheels.
2 wheels for number 2.
2 wheels, number 2.
These are like all the dad jokes in a row. Let's
I love dad jokes. Of course, in the number 2 spot is the TIS 544. No stranger, right, to the top whatever of X year list, right? This one's been around for a little while now. TIS obviously coming in more of those show sizes, you know, 22s, 24s, 26s. Again, right, taking some of their most popular forged designs, making them into cast. This one's no exception, of course. Just a really solid wheel overall with that twisted directional spoke and stuff. So.
And it's crazy to me that this wheel, which is obviously the one that broke out TIS as a company, in my opinion, to kind of get them into the scene that they are now. But for some reason, the 544 is still the number 1 wheel as far as TISs go.
Here's why. The 544 looks good on everything, right? OBS Chevy, fire. Brand new Silverado, fire. F-150, fire.
Okay, you're right.
First gen Cummins,
you're right.
Fire. They fit on old builds, they fit on new builds. It's just a really, really good looking wheel. And with the size variants that you can get these in, of course, they fit pretty much everything.
Yeah,
so.
This is the wheel that started out for TIS. It's still hot. It's still going to be hot in 2022. However, it's not a true directional wheel. Luckily, number 1 is.
You can't set people up like that and then not know.
That's a perfect segue.
No, I know, but I'm saying they're already gonna know what it's gonna be, dog.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Boom, number
there
1. You know it, you love it, the Archon Lincoln. Now this right here is a 2414, comes in every size imaginable under the sun, started in 20 by 9, no longer available, but went from 20 by 9 all up to 2614. Now it's 20 by 10 to 2614. You got your chrome, you got your gloss black and milled. This is the style to have on basically any truck in the world in 2022.
And I think the big one here, right, is not only is this a really timeless design, right? You have that infinity lip, you have the proper directional wheel, which means you have, a true directional, not one side.
A left side and a right side.
Correct, exactly.
This isn't a new design.
Correct.
It's been around for a couple of years now.
And it's been in the top 5 for a number of years now, but the big win for this one, what's gonna make this a top seller here in 2022 is that Archon has really good chrome inventory, especially in the big sizes. They have the 2414s, they have the 2614s. So for those of you that are looking for a big wheel, you're gonna be able to get those and not wait 8 to 12 months for them.
Yeah, it's about time that we finally got it figured out. As you guys might know, we've said it time and time again, Archon Off-Road is our baby. That's our wheel company that we built around custom offsets. So Sean Chartier, specifically founder of CO, created this design for Archon, and he knew what he was doing when he came up with this.
Yeah.
It's proper directional, so it's got the styling you want to have your sides of your truck matching as you're going down the road, so you don't have like a weird like crisscross thing going on. You got exposed lugs for spike lug nuts. You got a clean center cap. You have no rivets around the like edge of the rim of the wheel. You have an infinity lip so that there's like no virtual lip end. The lip just goes on for forever. So even though it's a hybrid design, which is another plus to it, you have concavity with a lip. the lip is as big as possible because of the
Correct.
fact that there's no like ridge going on the inside here. So your lip on your 14 wide is 14 inches, bro.
It's fair. You know, I thought last year the Caesar was gonna kind of upset the Crown and maybe offset the Lincoln a little bit, but truly looking forward into 2022, I really think that the Lincoln's gonna continue to be a really strong mover because it just looks good on everything.
8-spoke design, chunky spokes, which I think gives it the up over the Caesar because the Caesar's got so many skinny spokes
Yep.
that it might make it look a little too busy for some older body styles or something like that, whereas this just looks good on everything.
Correct. Absolutely. You nailed it right there, man. And I think that, again, this wheel's just going to continue to be a top mover here in 2022. So I'm excited to see all the builds that it gets put on.
That is our picks on the top 12 wheels of 2022. If you guys think you have one that we missed, make sure to drop in the comments below. And as always, of course, all of these styles, designs, finishes, sizes, everything, they're available at customoutfits.com. That's all I got for you guys.
Peace.